Hi guys, welcome to Computer Aided Design for Basic Drafting 2. Last week we have done an AutoCAD tutorial where you guys completed a drawing on a basic object, and also we did learn about a basic to computer to a dimension, right, and a few more. So for this week, we're going to learn more about drafting, right? So in the end of this lesson, you guys should be able to control about utilizing layers, and then we're going to learn about loading and apply line types, how we are going to edit a line type and apply to those line and use it in technical drawing. And then we're going to learn about application of line weight. You guys learn in architecture graphic where the line in technical drawing need to have a line width, need to have a thickness. We have 0.2 pen, 0.1, 0.3, 0.4, and even 0.8. So for today, you guys going to learn about those line width and apply in a technical drawing. And then we're going to talk about utilities, AutoCAD utilities. Even though we're not going to for the advanced level, but we're going to learn about those that are basic for technical drawing. And then finally, you guys learn about the drawing scaling. Alright, first lesson today is layer. So you can find layer command here, right? It's under home, and here you will see the layer properties, turn off layers, isolate layers, freeze, lock, make current, and so on, right? So before we go to all this, first let's go to the layer properties. Click the layer properties. So this is a layer menu, right? You can change the layer position here, which is docking, right? Or you can dock at the side, right? And so on, right? So for now, just make it a float. Okay. So so this is where actually we're going to create all the layers and do lots of setting on layer here. All right. So the first task is to create layers. Click the layer here. New layers, right? So this is how to create layers, right? So layer is one of the important element in computer aided design, or we call it architecture drafting, because in technical drawing the drawing will be complicated. The bigger the drawing, the more complicated lines that you will find in the drawing, right? And then all these lines need to be grouped and separated according to the function, right? This is very important, especially you're thinking of editing the drawing, right? And then most important is the layer also we can apply the line width by using colors to the each layers, and then we also can apply line type for each layers. So this will make our work much easier, right? And more organized. All right, let's begin the first task, which is creating layers. So by naming the layers, all right, we're going to name each layers according to the common layer name in AutoCAD drafting. All right, the first one, let's name as walls. Once you have done, just press enter. The second one, name as grid line. Enter. The third one, just name windows. We have windows. And we're going to have doors. We have dimension. And we have what else? Toilet. We have furnitures. We have text. We have hatches. All right. these are the common layer naming in computer drafting, right? But with this, you can add more than this. Example, probably you will have toilet 1, toilet 2, toilet 3, or probably furniture. You will like to make a group of furnitures, right? And then you have people's, okay. Even doors, probably you will have a few type of door, indoors, common doors, right? So you can keep adding all the layers name here. Okay, the next task is to color the layers, right? Why do we need to color the layers? Because each of this function here, it means that we work with the line thickness. Example, walls usually refer to 0.4 or 0.5 pence. Grid lines always about 0.1 pence to 0.15. Windows and doors, we work with 0.3 pen. Dimension also 0.3 pen. Toilets and furniture also 0.3 pen. Tags always about 0.5 pence or 0.6 pence. Right? Hatches, we work with 0.005 pen. Right? So how do we separate this? Is by applying colors. So walls, we always apply with red colors. So colors in layers, right? So or we say colors in technical drawing. Please use colors from 0 to 9 here, right? They make it separate here on purpose, right? So please use it here. Why? Because all these 0 to 9 colors we refer to 0 to 9 pen thickness. Warning, please do not use any colors from colors index here, right? Do not use color index here, or else you will get confused, right? Probably the red color probably almost similar with this red color here, right? Which is right. But then when you apply the color on the setting later, right? We're gonna have another task which is setting the line width. Then it will not appear, the thickness will not appear on the drawing because you did not use the 0 to 9 here, right? Okay, so please, the color in layers, please use it 0 until 9 here. All right, so color for wall will be red. Grid line, please select the dark grid here, gray here, right, or index color 8. Window, we're going to use yellow color. And same with doors, also yellow colors. So yellow colors will represent 0.3 pen. Dimension. All right, dimension, some using yellow colors and some using magenta colors, right? So it's up to you, right? I think I just stick with with yellow colors. Toilet, usually always associated with magenta color here. Cyan color here. Furnitures, usually with magenta colors or 0.3 pen. Tags, always associated with the green colors or 0.6 pen. And last one is hatches. Please use the light gray or 0.9 colors, right? Sorry, or 9 index color 9. All right, there you go. So please do this, all right? So please create the layer here and please create apply the colors according to the layer. All right, as you can see here, we will have some function on the layer. Example here, there's a bulb symbol here. This one actually you can turn on and off the layers, right? You can turn off the layer. It means that once you turn off the bulb, it means that the layers will not appear in the drawing, right? The second one is freeze. So once you click freeze, it means that the line or the layers, right, will not be able to be edited. You cannot edit, you cannot delete anything, right? And then we have lock. Lock also the same thing, almost similar with freeze, just that except that lock the layer will appear same as it is, but then freeze the layer will appear gray colors. The next one is plot. If you click this one here, right? It means that that layer will not be plot or will not be print on paper. You might see it on the computer on the screen, but then once you print out, it will not appear. So this always become a mystery to student when they print out, all right, and then it did not appear. But then when I check their layers, it's actually checked like this, right? So what happened is they accidentally click the printer here, right? So please be careful. All right, the next one is line type, right? So this is where we're going to learn about line type later, right? So right now the default is continuous line, straight line. Okay, then later we're going to change all this line type. All right, that's it. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, after we created the layers, now let's try to draw a line using the layers. All right, first, this is where the layer will be changed. We can change the layer here, right? As you can see, all the layers that created will be listed here, right? So let's try with the layers dimension, the colors. Okay, and then let's try with another layers, furnitures, magenta colors. Let's try with the next one, green lines, to dark gray. And then we try with the hatches line layer. Text layer, which is the green color, 0.5 to 0.6 pen. Layer toilet, cyan colors, which is also a 0.3 pen. Layer walls, 0.4 or 0.5 pens. And then layer window, which is also yellow colors. So we just create by colors here. All right. So all this layer can be changed to the next layer if you want, but we're going to do that later. We can change the line here to another layer by selecting the line here and go to the layer level here and choose the layer that we would like to change into. All right, try that another time. Example, layer color yellow here, to dimension layers. We select and then let's say I want to change it to a toilet layer, and that's it. Now we turn to toilet layer. We can do the setting on each layer while on the model space. Just simply select the layer that you want to the setting. Example, layer furniture here, right? Button of the layer, and then just click the bulb. As you can see, the layer is turned off. I'll try another one, probably with the layer green color here. I click, and then the green color is turned off. Let's make it on again. All those functions that we see in the layer property also appear here in front here. Example, on off layer. Just click the function off, and then just select any line that refer to that layer, right? Example, this one here. Okay. Same with the rest, right? Freeze, lock, make current, and so on. Okay, the next part of our lesson is a line type. So we can change a type of line on each line that on the drawing here, and we can use a layer for that. Right, example here, a grid line. Right, so grid line usually refer to a long. Right, so when you click the line type here, so then we will get the select line type menu. As you can see right now, currently we only have a continuous line. So to get the another type of line, we need to load the line type. So please click load and choose all the type of line that we're going to use. So for grid line, we always use long dash, short dash. Okay, long dash, short dash. Okay, click the line and load the line into the menu. Right. Once it is loaded, select the line again and select OK. Right. So as you can see right now, the grid line has changed into long dash, short dash. Right. So to test this, please select all other line, right, with all the line type that you want to use. For example, magenta. Load with another type of line type, long dash or dot. Select long dash and dot, long dash dot, and select OK. Now the magenta color of furnitures has changed to another line type. Hatches, right? Just look with any type of line for exercise. Maybe long dash, maybe dash with triple dot. Okay. Then select the line, click OK. Right. Try with the wall line here. Load the line. Right. Maybe long dash, double, short dash. Long dash and double, short dash. There you are. And load. All right, then. So once I've done, then all the layers, there you are, as you can see here. So as you can see here, right, the line type is still quite small, right? You need to zoom in to see the line type, whether it works or not. See? So to change the scale of line type, please type in LT scale. LT scale means line type scale. Press enter, and maybe you can improve this into 5, and enter. There you are. Now the line type has appeared. So that is how to use a line type in computer design. The next lesson will be how do we control a line weight in computer design. All right. So we have created lines with colors and layer here, and then the next task is how do we apply line weight or line thickness for each line for technical drawing. All right, there is few ways of doing it. Actually, there is few ways of doing it. One way is actually by using layers, and then we can apply the line width here. Example here, let's say if dimension, right, we can click the line width and apply at 0.3 pen, right? Dimension in yellow colors, which is 0.3 pen, right? So you can do this as well. However, there is a few risks when using the line width here. First, the space or the RAM space that required for the AutoCAD will be higher because the line width will be shown on the model space here. All right, and then there's another way of doing it, which is apply the line width on the page setup. Right, so let's go for another way. So click the icon here and click print the arrow and choose page setup, right, and then modify. So we're going to use the plot style table or pen assignment here, right? So usually the professional office, like architecture firm or interior firm, usually they have a special plotting machine for AutoCAD, right, for technical drawing. So those special plotting machine, they require a plot style table, right? And then this plot style table can be saved according to the line thickness that require, compared with if you're using layers. While we change the layers, that are going to be fixed. All right. So how do you use this? All right. So first, change the plot style table into ACAD CTB here. Choose the ACAD CTB. Right, and then asking assign this plot style table to layout. Yes. Right. And then we're going to modify the plot style table here. And then we choose this button here. Okay. So one option that we need to use, right, when using the plot style table, first we need to save the file into our names, right? So that it will not be confused with the rest others, right? So first thing that you need to do is save as the plot style table into your name. So I'm going to save this right into my name here, and of course yours, please save into your name, because there will be a few line thickness setting that we're going to use. All right, it's Asmadi CTB, you can see here, right? So please save yours as well, right? Okay, now this is where we change the pen width, the line width using the pen color, right? Okay, so please follow the step. First, select the color, right? So this is red. So red always refer to 0.4 or 0.5. Why I said 0.4 or 0.5? Because all this line thickness sometimes depend on the type of drawing or the size of the drawing. All right, some drawing, which is example like detailing drawing, sometimes we are using much thicker lines sometimes to show the difference of the line thickness. All right, same with others. All right, so first select the lines, the colors. Second, go to color here. Please choose black rather than the object colors. Do not use object colors, because if you use object colors during the printing, it will print out with the actual line of the actual color of the line, and that is wrong. You must remember, when printing, the color must be black. What is different is actually the thickness of the pen. Right, so please choose black, and then go to the line weight. So and pick up 0.4 or 0.2 until 0.5. So I will use 0.45. Right, and then go to the next one, color 2, which is yellow color. Yellow color will be 0.3 pen or 0.3 or 0.4. Same things. The color must be black. All right, and then go to the line weight. Choose 0.3 pen. Go to the next one, which is yellow. Right. Again, choose black colors, and the line weight yellow usually about 0.6 pen. And then cyan usually for toilet. All right. So use object colors, change into black. The object color have to be changed to black. Must be changed to black. It is a must. And then go to the line weight. All right, 0.3 pen. Right. Blue colors, 0.5 usually. Change into black, and object line weight change into 0.5 until 0.6. And then we have magenta here, color here, usually used for furniture drawing. Same thing, change to black colors. Line weight 0.3 or 0.35, it's up to you. All right, I'm going to choose 0.35. And then we have a black color here, right? Color 7, which is black. This one always 0.2 pen, right? So change black, and then line weight will be 0.2 pen. Okay. And then we have a dark gray, color number 8, right? So this usually 0.1 pen. Okay, object color will be black, and then line width will be 0.1 pen, which is here, right? And finally, color number 9, change to black, and line width will be 0.05 here, or you can even use 0.09. So once you have done, save and close. And then let's go back here again. Can you find? Yeah, there you are, right? Asmadi CTB, right? Click again at the and use Asmadi CTB. Why we use a separate name or separate setting? Because as I mentioned just now, sometimes different type of drawing or different size of drawing require different set of line thickness, right? How do we know which line thickness and what the set of the line thickness? Usually that require experience, because actually technical drawing is actually another type of art, right? And it is for us to, and it's our task to make it look beautiful, right? So how do we look? How do we identify beauty in a technical drawing? Well, that's require experience, right? So I'm going to use asmadi.ctb here, right? So assign this block style to all out. Yes. All right. Here it goes. And you can click here, display plot style. Right. So let's see how it gonna looks like. So we're gonna start to print this. So let's go to the next one. Is, yeah, we need to choose the printer first, right? And look for AutoCAD PDF high quality, right? And then go to waterpart, pick window. And I'm going to pick the line that we created just now, right? And then don't forget, fix to paper and center the plot. And let's look at preview. And there you are. So as you can see, now the line thickness is appeared here. Right. So all this line thickness is important for technical drawing. Whereby if you did not do the line thickness, did not apply line thickness according to a correct line function, mark deduction will take place, right? Your mark will be deducted accordingly. So that is important, right? And just click OK, close. All right. Okay, the next one we're gonna learn AutoCAD. So the utility, we can find it here. Click the utilities, right? So this utility is actually an essential support function for AutoCAD, right? And it is quite important, especially the measure command here. So click the measure command here. Then you will find a distance, radius, angle, area, and volume. So in a measure, you can check any distance here from here to here. All right. The distance of the line or space or place will appear here. Right. So this one is 2,187 millimeters. Right. Or you can also measure other things, example like area or space or for the floor plan, right? You can click any area or space, right? When you've done, press space bar, and then the space of the area will appear. Well, this one is actually 53,559. Sorry, 535,595 millimeters square, right? And also the rest. So other than that, They have a quick calculator, yeah, for calculation. And they even have okay, just leave about the ID point here. Right, you can change the point star, the cursor they're using, right, or other cursor, and also the size of the point size that you're going to use. All right, but I would advise for you not to change anything, or else usually we will get confused. Right. And for the last lecture today, we will learn about drawing scaling in AutoCAD. So as I mentioned on the previous class, in AutoCAD, when we draw in the model mode here, we're going to draw the object, the lines, anything will be in a one-to-one scale. Right? We did not draw object in a scale like we did in manual drawing. Example, if it is a manual drawing, let's say you need to draw an object 1 to 100 scale, then we start getting the 1 to 100 measurement, and then start to draw according to the scale. But that's not happen in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, everything must be in one-to-one scale. Right? Must be into one-to-one scale. What we're going to change next is only during the printing. All right. Example, if let's say we have an A4 paper, the size of 210 times 297. We did this before. 0, 297, 210, C, close. All right. So this is size of actual A4 paper, right? And then let's draw a bit of a boundary. And so don't ask me again how to draw this, because this is actually our first, second, and third exercise, right? Just to draw A4 paper. All right. So this is actual A4 paper size, and compare with this one, the line. I don't know how your lines look like, because this actually is drawn without any scale, right? So probably yours are smaller than this, or probably much bigger than this. All right. Okay, then so the question is, how are we going to fit in the size of this drawing here into this A4 paper? All right, so this is where the scale will take place. Okay, so the next task, so where we're going to change the scale will be here. Click the icon and click the print. All right, continue into plot a single sheet. All right, so whatever that we're going to do, the scale changes will happen here, plot scale here. All right, so if we turn off this, then as you can see, we can change the scale of the drawing object to whatever that we want here. We can change to 1 to 100, right? Or we can change it to 1 to 50. Okay, so that's how it works in AutoCAD. Okay, so let's preview this. Let's say we changed, we want to print this into 1 to 10 scale. Right? And go to the preview. Right, so as you can see, the lines look bigger, right, compared to the original just now. Right, let's change this again to probably 1 to 50, much smaller scale. Again, so as you can see, the line will be smaller because there is 1 to 50 scale. All right. All right, so let's begin the printing using scale. We need to see what the actual or the most suitable size for the drawing. So just do the selection, briefly select the drawing, and then click the fit to paper. Fit to paper mean the drawing will be nicely fit into the paper size like this. All right. So once we do this, then we can see the scale here is about 1 to 9.729 scale on the fit to paper. So what can we do now? We can change this into actual or more precise scale. So it means that the nearest scale will be 1 to 10. And let's do the preview again. There you are. So this is actually 1 to 10 printing. Okay, let's cancel this. Okay. Okay, so now let's get to my question just now. How are we going to fit in the paper into the line here, right? So obviously the answer will be we need to scale up, right, or make the A4 paper here bigger. So how much the size that we're going to fit in? So as we can see just now, right, the scale is 1 to 10. So the best way, so to do this, you scale up the A4 paper into 10. So press 10, and there you are. So this is the best size for the drawing that we're doing right now. Right, so that is 1 to 10. So let's say you need to draw, you need to print anything, let's say 1 to 100 scale or 1 to 75 or 1 to 10. So what you have to do is scale up the paper and the boundary, the actual size. If it is A4, then just draw the A4. If it is A3, and do the A3 size, right? And then scale up the actual size into the scale that we need, like this one here. So just now this we need to print in 1 to 10, so we just scale into 10, and then we got this, right? And then let's go to the plot again, or print, right? And then choose window. So to print this, you must remember, right? You need to choose from boundary to another boundary. So you did your exercise, isn't it? Right? So there you are. So we need to change the landscape, right? And then we got 1 to 10, right? Oh yeah, turn off the fit to scale and change it to 10. Please change the ISO A4 paper into ISO full bleed. ISO full bleed A4 paper. All right, and then preview. Okay, continue. And there you are. Okay, guys. So more about this, we're gonna learn during our tutorial for basic drafting 2, and that's it. Thank you.